You may go first, Laura.
Thank you very much. What you saying about today match defeat, because in the first match the super team played very well and they play a super innings. How you explain today your defeat?
Yeah, I think this scoreline at the end of the game looks like there was a lot between the two teams, but I think for a lot of the game it was very close, and it could have gone either way at sort of 12, 13 overs. I think looking forward to tomorrow, we probably just need to tighten up a little bit with our bowling. I reckon about 180 was par on that surface. It was a very good surface. But yeah, we probably just didn't quite bowl as well as we did previous game. Too many loose deliveries and probably just didn't manage to execute. But I think the way that we came out with the bat, every batter came in with really good intent. And I think, like I said, the score looks like the game is very one-sided, but I think for a lot of the game we were right in that. And there's still a lot of confidence to take from that game for sure.
And how you would rate your innings today? You have played a good inning of 80 runs, and still your team finished on the losing side. Do you think there was a chance in between that you go on to win this match? And what about the wicket total? Your wicket are producing runs, scoring over 200 by a women team is itself a huge score. So do you think these sort of pitches are good for the encouragement of women cricket?
Yeah, I would. I'd rate my innings a lot higher if we managed to win the game. I think it's always difficult when you're chasing a total like that, because you know that you've got to sort of keep your foot on the gas and keep going. I think that was always my intent and my mindset. You know, sometimes you get the boundary away. Sometimes I think the left-arm spinner, Amin, bowled really well, executed her Yorkers fantastically, and that was probably the turning point where we found it a bit more difficult. But yeah, you know, Danny played fantastically well. We knew that somebody had to play an innings similar, so I sort of, you know, I would have liked to have gone on and won the game, but, you know, I wouldn't have done too much too differently. You just want to not get out and keep doing what you're doing.
What about the wicket?
The wickets are fantastic. I think, you know, coming over here, playing in these games has been an amazing experience. It will be even better if we manage to win tomorrow and to sort of seal the series. But I think it's been really special. I think, you know, the cricket in Pakistan, women's cricket in Pakistan is onto a really good thing. I think, you know, if you're getting a score of 200, the surface is very good, the outfield is very good, and it's entertaining. You know, you're seeing lots of boundaries, you're seeing sixes being hit, great catches being taken, and that's what we want. You know, we are essentially entertainers, and I think it's been fantastic. The quality of cricket's been really good on display so far.
Yes, please.
Laura, you played a significant inning, 80 runs from 40 odd balls, almost a strike rate of more than 200 runs. Where your team lagged, you didn't cross the line.
I think probably just one other batter to get going, really. I think it's always a challenge to come in and sort of strike at 200 from the first ball. Essentially, that's what we needed. I thought Imran played really nicely. She came out and looked to take the game on. And potentially, you know, dot balls in the power play. When you're chasing a score of 200, that power play's probably got to go for 60 or 70 with only two fielders out. But we can't be too critical. We've played some, you know, I think batters have played pretty well today. Like I say, if we can be chasing 15, 20 less.
You won in the game till 13th over.
Yeah, exactly. So the game was a lot closer than it looks like now. If we can just tweak and tighten up in a few areas, not have to chase quite as large score, and maybe get off to a slightly better start and one other batter stands up, I think, you know, the outcome of the game could have been different.
Okay, one last question, Pradhan.
What do you think, as Pakistan is about to launch their own women's franchise basically, so what do you think, what role these leagues can contribute towards promotion of women's sport in Pakistan, and how important it would be for Pakistan's young talent to have, you know, homegrown superstars around them like Fatma Sada, Muniba, develop?
Yeah, there's so much talent over here. You know, when I first had the very first training session with these girls, I was hugely impressed with the talent on display. I think, you know, if you're surrounded by world-class players, you know, your Danny Whites, your Tammy Beaumonts, your Leah Tahuhus, and sharing knowledge, you know, learning off each other. I think, you know, the growth in women's cricket over here in Pakistan will just, you know, go through the roof on a really positive trajectory. So I think this is the start of something special. I've really, you know, it's only been 2 games, but I think the standard's been good. The crowd was, you know, in that second innings, the crowd were very vocal, which was great. I think, you know, we've started something special, and it's important that we kick on from this platform in you know, women's cricket in Pakistan and close that gap internationally. The talent is definitely there. It's just about playing more games with more on the line, higher pressure situations, learning from other players. And I think, you know, we've seen all around the world, franchise cricket has benefited international cricket no end. And in terms of bringing emerging players through. So I think it's so important that it, you know, it keeps on that positive trajectory.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.